To all the grown-ups listening, does your family like scavenger hunts and exploring outside? Then I've got something fun for you. In 15 days, you can sign your family up for Curious Camp. It's an at-home, interactive, self-paced, and screen-free week-long experience hosted by me. For more information, visit CuriousKidsEveryday.com/camp. How does cheese get made? Hi, welcome to Curious Kids Every Day. I'm Josh. How are you doing today? It's so good to hear from you. Hey, do you like to eat cheese? Do you have a favorite kind of cheese? I like white cheddar cheese. Oh, and I like goat cheese too. If you enjoy cheese, what's your favorite kind of cheese? Do you like to eat cheese on things, or do you just like to eat it on its own? Have you ever wondered how cheese is made? Well, there's actually a pretty amazing process that goes into creating all the different kinds of cheese. Do you want to learn about it today? Cheese starts with milk. That milk might come from a cow, or a goat, or a sheep. Different kinds of milk help make different kinds of cheese, but the basic idea is usually the same. Cheesemakers begin by warming the milk. They don't usually boil it though. See, the temperature matters a lot when making cheese. They then add tiny bacteria called starter cultures, and these bacteria eat a sugar in milk called lactose. And as they do that, they make something called lactic acid, and that acid helps change the milk and gives cheese some of its flavor. All right, are you ready for some strange words that I'm going to have trouble pronouncing? Here we go. See, cheesemakers often add something called rennet. All right, that one's not too bad. Rennet has an enzyme called chymosin. Can you say chymosin? Oh, and do you know what an enzyme is? An enzyme is a special kind of protein that speeds up a chemical reaction. So in cheese making, the enzyme in rennet helps milk proteins link together, which makes the milk thicken into curds. Curds are the soft, chunky parts. Have you ever eaten cottage cheese before? Yeah, those chunky things in cottage cheese, that's the curd. And then the watery liquid left behind is called whey. So at this point, the milk has started to separate, and it's not a smooth liquid anymore. It has curds and whey. Have you ever heard that nursery rhyme about Little Miss Muffet eating her curds and whey? That's what Little Miss Muffet is talking about. After the curds form, cheesemakers cut them. Why would you cut something so soft? Well, because cutting the curds helps more whey drain out. Smaller curds usually lose more liquid, and bigger curds usually hold on to more liquid. That helps decide whether the cheese will be a softer cheese or a firmer cheese. Have you ever had a cube of a really hard cheese? They probably used bigger curds. Okay, so next, the curds are gently heated and stirred. This helps even more whey come out. Then the cheesemaker drains the whey away. After that, the curds are salted. I love salt. But it's actually not just for taste. It also helps control the moisture, and it slows down the growth of unwanted germs. Now, some cheeses are eaten fresh. Cream cheese, cottage cheese, and some goat cheeses, they don't need to sit around for a long time before people eat them. But other cheeses are pressed into shapes, and they do something called age. Do you know what aging is? Aging is when cheese rests in a carefully controlled area. And during that time, the flavor and textures are changing. A mild cheddar might not age for very long, but if you've ever had a sharper cheddar cheese, it was sharp because it aged longer, which gave it a stronger flavor. That's one reason there are so many kinds of cheese. Cheesemakers can change the milk, the bacteria, the amount of rennet, the size of the curds, the salt, the pressing, the aging time, the temperature. All these small changes can lead to very different cheeses. So cheese is made by taking milk, carefully changing it into curds, draining away the watery whey, adding salt, and sometimes aging it. It takes a lot of skill and practice to do it well, and that's why I'm so grateful to all the cheesemakers who have invested the time and energy to learn a very important skill, the art of making my hamburgers cheeseburgers. Okay, let's have a quick quiz and see what we learned today. What liquid does cheese start with? It starts with milk. And what are the soft, chunky parts called after milk begins to separate? They're called curds. And what is the watery liquid called? It's called whey. Let's play true or false. True or false? Curds are the watery liquid left after cheese separates. Nope, that's false. We just talked about that in the last question. Whey is the watery liquid. Curds are the soft, chunky parts. True or false? Salts can help with flavor and moisture. Yep, that's true. True or false? Every cheese has to age for years before anyone can eat it. That's false. Some cheeses are eaten fresh. Would you rather invent your own kind of cheese or have an unlimited supply of cheese in your refrigerator? I would love to invent my own cheese. It sounds like there's any number of parts of the process that you can do just a little bit differently to make a different kind of cheese, so it would be really fun to experiment. All right, let's play a couple of rounds of What Am I? What am I? I come from a few different animals. You need me to make a shake. And I help make cheese. What am I? I am milk. All right, here's one more. What am I? I help food taste better, but I also do more than that. Cheesemakers mix me into curds, and I help control moisture in cheese. What am I? I am salt. Well, now we know how cheese is made. So are you going to make some? It's pretty simple. Start with milk, warm it, add helpful bacteria, add rennet to make the milk form curds, then drain away the whey, add salt, and sometimes press and age the cheese. Actually, that does sound a little complicated to try to do in the kitchen. What kind of question do you think we'll ask tomorrow on Curious Kids Every Day? I can't wait to find out. So until then, keep asking questions and stay curious, kids. And we've got some birthdays today. Grayson from Florida is turning 7. Happy birthday, Grayson. Sam from Virginia is turning 6. Happy birthday, Sam. Hudson from New York is turning 6. Happy birthday, Hudson. Ezra from California is turning 5. Happy birthday, Ezra. Kai from New York is turning 6. Happy birthday, Kai. Jack from Colorado is turning 9. Happy birthday, Jack. Valen from Pennsylvania is turning 5. Happy birthday, Valen. And Roman from Massachusetts is turning 6. Happy birthday, Roman. To all the grown-ups listening, if your curious kid wants their birthday mentioned on the show, please visit supportcuriouskids.com and join the Curious Kids Club. That's supportcuriouskids.com. See you tomorrow.